Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your pre-market prep with Venderman with FTE FuturestraderElite. It is Monday the 16th. We're going to jump into this 4-hour chart here. Let's take a look here on the 4-hour. As you can see, we've got us a bearish trend line already drawn on here up on the top side, and then on the bottom side here we've got us a bullish trend line. Inside this 4-hour chart there's several 4-hour precision entry zones. The ones that are closest to us right now, we have got we're going to want to mark these levels out. We got 910 to 920 and 955 to 965 on the top side. And then right here on the bottom side, we've got about 805 to 795. And then down here we got 745 to 735. If you want to know what this one is, it's 705 to 715. 695 to 705. Sorry about that. And then here we got a little 15-minute box. We'll see that in a minute when we go down to a smaller time frame. We're above the golden pivot. Here the golden pivot is at 782. So kind of we're going to be thinking, if we can stay above this 4-hour zone, right above the golden pivot, maybe we can get us a push to this downward trend line today. The 50 EMA is all the way up here on the 4-hour, close to the R2 pivot. I would recommend keeping a 4-hour chart open in a tab if you can. That way you can at least glance at this throughout the day, throughout the week. That way you can see what's happening on the higher time frame. Of course, draw these levels out on the 4-hour. But then, that when you go down to your smaller time frame for execution, whether it be the 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, maybe even a 15, whatever you like to execute on or trade off of, I would suggest doing that. Let's take this down to the 1-hour real quick. Have a look at this. We had this hard drop here. We're starting a cup right here. We got a handle right here. Okay, so you got your drop, and then this is the cup, this is the handle, and what we was looking for was the extension here. But you can see it stopped at the 50 EMA up in this 4-hour zone, but that don't mean that we're still not going to get it. Sometimes you can get that handle, and then it look like it's going to take off here, but then if it gets rejected, it can still come because they're still protecting it right in this area. We can still get this push right here, would be a cup and handle on the 1-hour. It's something to pay attention to. If the R1 pivot is at 985, if we can get this handle to push up and break this R1 pivot and get through this little 15-minute or 1-hour zone right here, precision entry zone, which is, let me tell you what that's going to be. That is 20 to 30. That's 25,000, 20 to 30. We get through this R1 and that there, then we really do have a good chance to get our push above this area. Not only do we have a cup and handle breaking through, once it breaks, that's to break a structure on the 1-hour to push harder. You can see we have this big down candle right here. And that's what we'll be trying to eat up if we can get that move. Now, there is some imbalance here, right here, that needs to be noted. And that's imbalance. It needs to be filled on the 1-hour. And so all that would make logical sense if this cup will push, cup and handle, break a structure here. Say we break this PEZ zone, that'd be break a structure. And if we get it with momentum, it could fill this entire imbalance zone right here. So that'd be a trade to be thinking about today to the upside. Now to the downside, we got, let's say, we got our trend line. Like I said, this is a lot of 4-hour zones. Got to be careful. Depends on what they want to do when the market opens. Are they going to drag this to the downside? If they do, there might be some good support here at this golden pivot in this 4-hour zone right here, all tied together. You can see back here, this 1-hour candle come down, got sucked up out of this 4-hour zone before making this little drive up. Happened overnight. So what we need to think, if they break through this little area up here, they may get protection at this 4-hour zone from what this looks like. But depending on what the ATR is and how the momentum is to the downside, you may want to skip this. Maybe think about this one here. And then of course we got the trend line, but we got this 4-hour zone sitting right here beneath this 1-hour line plus the S1 pivot down there. So I would keep risk management tight. You know, not a lot of room to breathe, and be thinking more about the sweeps than I am the first reactions into these zones. You know, they might sweep the trend line to tag the 4-hour box, but then they might sweep that 4-hour box just to tap that S1 pivot just to get a drive up. But for the time being, to the downside, if they can't break through all this, you know, if that S1 pivot right now is going to be the line in the sand if they do sweep. But you know that this precision entry zone down here is 585 to 595, and if they can sweep that line and tag one of these two areas, I'd be looking for what I'd be looking for is in the tag it. I want to see them bounce it, you know, maybe get a good green candle there, and then make my judgment on the chart when it happens on whether we're going to get a break of structure off of this bounce, what kind of momentum's coming into it, to make my decision on whether or not it'd be a good entry play, because you might get a good bounce, maybe a slight pullback to enter in, and then a push even higher by quite a bit. So for today, that's kind of what I'll be looking at on NQ and MNQ, and I'll try to update this right before the market opens if we have much movement there in the Discord channel. Everybody trade safe, trade smart, and be patient. Sit on your hands, let them trades come to you. If it's your first time with us, hit that like and subscribe. Come over to Discord and join for free, and we'll see you in there. Everybody have a great trading day.